Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Uh, First of all, I like to say, I already said good morning. Y'all can see I'm all over the place already. First of all, I like to say, thank you to everybody that's been showing the new series, the ICT Concepts Explained series, some love. If you don't know about it, there's a link in the description below that you can let me share my screen so I can show you as I talk. I'm a visual learner, so I try to help people the way I need to see it. There's a link in the description right here. It says watch the new ICT Concepts Explained Lingo playlist. And what the Lingo playlist is, if you click this link right here, boom, you click that link, it takes you to a playlist. The playlist is it's got 8 videos, 1 through 8, and it's the ICT concepts that I use on a daily basis, and this is breaking down the lingo. Right, this playlist is all about the lingo. What is the lingo? That's the terminology used in ICT concepts that you have to be able to understand to be able to use his concepts. So the lingo section is the way that little Timmy Rogers understand the terms that ICT use. The overview explains what's going to be going on and common terms that we'll use throughout all of the different PD arrays. Then 2 through 8 are the different PD arrays that I watch for on a daily basis while reading the price section. Now, the lingo section is only telling you what they are. It's just giving you a definition and giving you one example of what the PD array is, right? It may be bullish, it may be bearish, but it's giving you one example, just telling you what it is. The next series of videos that I'll be uploading, they're going to be the price action videos, and it's going to be the same PD arrays. They're going to have their own videos just like this, nice small bite-sized chunks, and it's going to be finding them in price action. It's going to be showing the bullish and the bearish instances of them, but it's going to be how to find them in price action. When you're looking through price action, what are you looking for? What are the keys that this is a mitigation block? What are the keys that this is a fair value gap? What are the keys that this is an order block? What you're going to be looking for in price action, right? And then the third and last installment of the series is going to be a playlist called Strategies. And that strategies videos is going to be the same PD arrays, but they're going to have their own videos showing how to use trading strategies if you want to be a mitigation block trader, if you want to be an order block trader, if you want to be a breaker trader. It's going to have their also the purpose of this series is just to not try to resell or redistribute or try to act like I'm making this stuff up. I'm just taking everything that I learned from ICT and I'm giving it to you in the way that it makes sense in my mind, how I understand it. And if you look through the videos, I ain't trying to get no cloud off of ICT. I tell you in every video, if you want a better understanding of this, go look at ICT video on this. I give him full credit. These are not my concepts. This is just the way Lil Timmy Rogers, the voice that live in my head, understand it. And I'm putting out there for people who understand it the way I understand it or need to hear it from me. You know what I'm saying? Every instructor is not good for every person. You know what I'm saying? ICT may not be some people cup of tea. Shout out my homie Zay. He be like, I can't look at ICT. I just listen to you and I listen to PDub. Y'all my black ICT. So, you know what I'm saying? And hey, not to offend nobody, cause it ain't a racist thing, cause Zay half white. You know what I'm saying? His mama white, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it ain't a racist thing for anybody who's sensitive. I know we're in a sensitive world these days. I'm 50. There's a lot of stuff that I done heard and said that offend people nowadays. So I jollipize if I offended y'all. Now that I got that out. Oh, yeah. And when you go to the videos, not only can you watch them, if you are in the description of every video, you'll see a link. You're welcome, Cindy. You're very welcome, Cindy. Let me reply to Cindy real quick, y'all. Cindy, you're welcome. You're welcome, Cindy. If I could spell right, Tim. Get yourself. God dog it, Tim. You're welcome. You're welcome, Cindy. Hopefully, you were able to, God dog it, I can't type today, to glean some, let's do some gems. Some gems out of game. Out of game. God dog it. Why is it doing this? Why is it doubling everything up? You ain't gonna get the customary 3 spider gains, Cindy, because it's doubling everything up for some reason. You're just getting one. All right. But like I was saying, I got distracted, y'all. I'm sorry. If you go to the description, there's a download link that says download the slides. If you click on that link, it takes you to a Google folder, and there are all the slides for all the videos in the series, and you can download the slides if you want to just have them, if you want to download them and go along, if you just want to keep them, whatever. And it's all for the free 99. It's all for the free 99. Now that we've done all of that, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get it started. If anybody who, if that got on your nerve, y'all know what the lick read. If this your first time pulling up the Tim's Tidbit, I like to say, welcome. If it's not your first time pulling up, I still want to say welcome and thank you for always hanging out with me and Spidey. Y'all see Spidey back there by the window. He said he likes the window. There goes Spidey. He likes the window. He liked chilling by the window back there. Thank you for always putting up a Tim Tidbit every single day. And speaking of every single day, this is the overnight price action for November the 15th, 2022. Yeah, that's just for you, Robinson. Hey, man, if you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day and talk about a price action. Why do I do it? Because I want to help somebody get the aha moment when it comes to this trade and investing. Everybody don't want to be a full-time trader. Some people just want to invest. But guess what? This stuff that we do every day can help you with your investment decisions. Some people want to leave their job. They want to be a part of that FI movement, financially independent early. You hear me? They don't want to retire. They just want to be part of the FI movement. The FIRE movement, that was fine back in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Now it's the FI movement, financially independent early. You hear me? They want to be a part of that. So, just trying to help somebody get their aha moment. And instead of taking your money, going over there, buying an online course from a guru who learned it from somebody for free, and then now they're charging you for it, because ain't nothing wrong with charging for your time. Charge for your time. I applaud that. But I want you to be able to take your money, put it into the market, and then take what you learn from me and other people on Al Gore's internet like ICT that's giving out these free gems, and then just apply what you've learned. And I do it every single day so that you will see what a full-time trader would do in any situation. Because it's fine to go and learn stuff, but if you don't know what to do in the real world, how many of you ever sat down and read the instruction manual on how to operate a vehicle? But then when you got in that vehicle, you was like, well, what do I do? Because it don't translate from book world to real world so easily. So come along with us in the real world, over here in the Spider Gang. And all thing I should do is hit the like button, wherever it is on your screen. Just press that little button. What's going on, man? Who in the chat? Here to learn and share. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. They out the window. Tweet, 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 tweet. Cool it now. Hey, watch out. What's going on, Blue Eyes? What's going on? You see, Blue Eyes said, Tim and everyone, pay attention, Robinson. I know you're in here somewhere, but pay attention to what Blue Eyes said. Look at it right there. Said, Tim and everyone. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to pull up and ask a question, if you want to pull up and share anything, you can pull up and say anything you want to say except for let a bird out of the cage. You hear me? What's going on, Kareem? Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle? What's up, Lil Hawk? Mendez. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Essa. Elsa, I'm sorry. Good morning to you too, Queen. What's going on, Mendez? Mendez, y'all still walking away from us. Y'all still walking away from us. Regina. You remind me of a West Side Story. What's going on, Angela? Hold on. Yes, it is. What's up, Valdez? Ladies and gentlemen, introducing District Attorney Angela Valdez. What's going on, Audrey? I promise y'all that will never get old to me. It will never. What's up, Sanjay? I don't even understand how my seat walk. Oh, what's up, seat walk? What's going on? What's going on, Mario? What's that? Tim, you got to talk out what type you are. Cooley, you been hanging out with Robinson too long, man. You been hanging out with Robinson too long. You already know. You see, this why we pointing at the door right now. This why. This right here is why. What's up, Rhonda Green? What's going on? Yes, this is the world of typos. This 2022, man. Type 2023 is here. What's up, Otis? Hey, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get it started. Looking at the price action, I'm assuming the numbers were good. Somebody drop in the chat and let me know what the numbers were. For everybody that's not privy to the Discord, I like to share a couple pictures that I shared in the Discord last night. It was one of them was pretty late and one of them was pretty early. The first one I shared was this one here. I said these are the PD arrays that I'm watching. These are the ones that's, you know what I'm saying, on my radar. These were the main ones on my radar for today. I said we traded past this bearish order block from the sell side of this market maker buy model, and now we on the buy side over here, and we traded up past it, and now we've come back down to it. That ain't really what that say in the box right there. I'm just telling you right now, so don't be like, Tim, you ain't reading what I'm reading, right? So we got a market maker buy model that we have been talking about, right? And I was saying, I'm thinking that the target is the top of the buy model up here. That's what I was talking about the other day, right? And so I said we've traded, we got a order block on the sell side of the market maker buy model, and typically when you trade past that order block on this side, when you come back down to it, that's typically a buying opportunity, right? So I'm watching that bearish order block from the sell side. That's what I'm watching to see if it holds, and that is really a buying opportunity, right? And as you see, we got a down close candle here that we made yesterday, and that would go in line with the norm of having a bearish order block on the sell side and a bullish order block on the buy side once we trade up past that down close candle. That all will play out in the narrative, right? If that order block doesn't hold as a buying opportunity, right, then I'm looking at this breaker. This breaker here should stop the price, because the purpose of the breaker is to trap people who went short on this price leg right here, right? So when they went short on this price leg right here, when the price took back off and came back above this high, The breaker's job is to leave them trapped short, stuck down here. So the breaker, if this order block don't hold, that breaker should hold. But and then I said, be mindful. There's a mitigation block right here. There's a a bullish mitigation block right there, and there's a bullish order block right at the bottom of this breaker. So that's why I said there is a mitigation block and a order block near the bottom. So be alert. Look out. That's what the little eyes is. Watch that. So watch that. So I shared that in the Discord. And then the other one I shared in the Discord was from this morning when I came in here. I noticed that all three indices have made a beeline, right? They have made a beeline back up to the area of the Sunday gap down. I said, is this significant? I really don't know, but it just was an observation that I made that they all made a beeline to the area of that Sunday gap down. And then when we got there, the YM, the YM and the ES, that was like right at equilibrium from yesterday's range, right? From the top to the bottom, right around this area right here was equilibrium. From the top to the bottom, right above where it was at, that was like equilibrium right around there, right? So they was hovering around equilibrium. And I said the NQ was gunning for yesterday's high, right? It was like, it just looked like NQ, that's where it was going. So that's what I put out in the Discord today. Like I say, the purpose of Discord is not to give anybody anything special. It's just a way for me to reach a group of people at one time, since I'm not on any other social media with this stuff right here. So I don't want to put out something in Discord that I don't put on YouTube, because I said the Discord ain't no special gym place. It's the same information being shared. It's just that when it comes to my mind, I may not be able to jump on live and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm thinking. And people might be sleeping. So I just, while it's on my mind, I got to get it out there. Got to get it out there. The overnight price action. We closed down here yesterday at 39.76. 39.67.50, right? When we opened up, we just made a beeline. Like I said, we had made a beeline right back to where that right around equilibrium right here. This is the area somewhere around here. Is that if you go back, that's where that Sunday gap down is, in this area around equilibrium from yesterday. Because this is yesterday's high, this is yesterday's low. As y'all see, we got back down to that volume imbalance that I was talking about yesterday. We did get back down to it in the afternoon, and then overnight we just pretty much was trading up all night. We were trading up all night. And why is this over here? Why isn't that at 8:30? Why my lines keep moving for some reason? What in the world is going on? Like, I put this at 8:30 and now it's like way over there. Why does my line, like when I came in here this morning at like whatever time it was like 4 something. It was like 4 o'clock, and my midnight line was like way over. And see, it say 1 p.m. It was like, I just reset this to 12 a.m. and 11 a.m. I just reset it this morning. What is going on with this? It's ticking me off. Y'all know my freaking OCD is not going to let me leave that like that. Look at it, 11:30 to 1. This is supposed to be 9:30 to 11. I don't know why all of these lines are off. And then that one is fixed right there. 4 to 1. That's supposed to be 4 to 11 today. All these lines is messed up. What's going on, man? Okay. Forgot to change that to AM. All right. Okay. So, and then after the news, we after the PPI numbers, we blast off. We'll go look at the PPI numbers in a minute. We that's a pretty long wick there. Let's go up a little higher so I can see more of the picture. These long wicks is like messing everything up. Let me go up to the daily so I can see what the I probably should just do this on what's the name? Okay, so we've come up. I'm gonna move this hourly. I'm gonna move this hourly fair value gap out of the way because we've traded up and through that. We went up and back down. We got a new. We took out yesterday's. We took out yesterday's high and overnight high. All of that's been taken out. All that's been taken out. So now the buy side liquidity is above 40.51 now because we've taken out overnight high, made a new high. So the buy side liquidity is above 40.51 now. We're currently trading at 40.58. So we got this. We got a daily order block up here too. Let's keep that in mind. I didn't mark that out before. Let's mark that right now. We got a daily order block right here. So we got I'm just marking this out real quick. I'm pretty much done with the overnight price action. I'm about to go look at Spalene in a minute. I just want to zoom out and look at this for a second. So we came up, we got into this 4-hour fair value gap. We went past the hourly fair value gap. We're easing into this 4-hour fair value gap. Took out yesterday's high. We're still holding strong above yesterday's high. Let's see if this bullishness continues once the market opens in 6 minutes. Let's go over here and look at Spalene real quick. Before we man, these big old candles, I can't see nothing. I hate when I can't see like more of the picture. I put this thing on hourly candles, I can't see nothing but like like overnight price action in this morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is yesterday's high right there. So I'll just keep that in mind. So that's yesterday's high. We got this. We're easing back down into this. Oh, that's a 15-minute fair value gap. We're easing back down into the 15-minute fair value gap. We got a 15-minute order block right there. Let's see what the hourly look like. So this right here, we got this breaker. We got an hourly breaker right there. We got an hourly breaker right here. $60-minute breaker. Okay, so we got an hourly breaker right there. For anybody who don't know, this high broke this low right here, and then now we've traded back up through it. So now that's an hourly breaker right there. If you go look at the ICT concepts explained videos, you'll understand clearly why that's a breaker. Or if you go to ICT playlist for his core content playlist and look for the one under breaker, he explains it in there. The market came, it made a low here, came up, made a high, right? Then we came down and we broke that high. This high broke that high. So when we traded back up through there, that qualifies this as a breaker. Coming back down, this breaker should do its job and stop price from going down past this up close candle right here, because the job of this breaker is to trap anybody who went short on this price leg right here. They're not trapped, and so they either got to mitigate their losses here or just continue to suffer it out as the price goes up. So if the breaker does its job and bounces off price right there, they should be stuck. And that breaker is in a nice spot. It's right there at equilibrium of the premium. This dark red area in this green area, that's equilibrium of our premium, of our overall area. For anybody who don't know what I'm talking about, this is the top and the bottom of our box. The top half from this dotted line up is the premium. From this dotted line down is the discount. We break it down into quadrants. And so the premium is broke down into a premium market and a discount market. That breaker falls right there at equilibrium of the premium. So if that come back down to that breaker, that's at equilibrium of the premium, that'll be a good spot to trap these people who went short and then push price up higher, heading toward that target right there. It'll be nice if we can get to that target this week. It'll be very nice if we got there today, but we have an order block above us. We got a bearish order block above us, so we can anticipate some kind of resistance when we hit that order block. It may be great, it may be not great, it may be a non-factor, but we can anticipate some kind of resistance when we hit that order block. Now let's go to Al Gore's internet, because the market about to open in 2 minutes, and see what's going on with our homegirl. Y'all know who she is. We even wrote a song. You want to hear it? Here it go. Y'all sing it with me now. Spotline, Spotline, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Spotline about to have almost a $6 gap up. That's $5 and some change. We closed at $395.12. And we're at $6 right now, 401.12. Wow. That's a mean gap up. I should have expected that. The way you can tell if we're going to have a gap up or a gap down on the SPY by looking at the ES, for anybody who don't know, right? I put it on 4-hour candles to make it easy. This white line right here above the dark white, like the thick with this small white line right there, that's where the SPY closed yesterday at 4 o'clock, right? Up here where this little dot, this little triangular thing that's pointing with the price move, the price ticker, that's where the ES is trading right now, right? Wherever the ES is trading in relationship to the close of the SPY yesterday, right? The close of the SPY, the close of the 1600 candle on the ES, or the 4 o'clock PM candle on the ES, wherever the price is in relationship to that candle. Let's drop down to the hourly, right? So this is the 1600 candle. It closed here. Price is now here. So if we closed here and price is there, you're going to see a gap up on the SPY, right? If we closed here and price is down here, you will see a gap down on the SPY when the market opens. Right now, the market is open, the market is open, the market is open. So if you look now, boom, we got a gap up. We gap from here to there. We got a humongous gap up. Humongous gap up. That is a word. For anybody who don't believe that that's a word, that is a word. Looking at Spotline. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. Clicked on something wrong. All right. So looking at Spotline, we had a humongous gap up, and I'm assuming it's based off of the PPI numbers. We haven't checked that yet, but we've taken out yesterday's high. We've taken out, of course, that was this week's high. We're really close to this gap down, right? This gap down on the SPY would put us up there. If we feel that gap down, that should put us up there at that order block, on that daily order block that we saw. Let's check that. Let's kind of eyeball that. Yes. So yes, that looked like it'll line up with that. Let's put this over here to the side so I can see this. Yes, that look like it line up, because this is get out of my way, ad. This is from the 12th. Yes, this is from the 12th. And so on the 12th, we were here, and then we popped up on the 13th, then came down. We sold way down like that. Yeah, and that's what made that huge gap right there. So if we came back up, yep, to the bottom of the 12th right there, if we came back up to the bottom of the 12th, which would put us right around here, this order block this order block. So if we got up to that order block, that would fill that gap down. Yes, going up to that order, because this is the candle for the 12th on the ES right there. This is the candle for the 12th on the SPY. And if we got back up to that order block, that would fill that daily gap on SPY lean, right? That's just where you can kind of like judge between what the SPY chart looked like and what the ES chart looked like. Just kind of, you know what I'm saying, piece together the missing pieces. Like when you're using the free data, like me on what's the name, it don't show you like all the overnight candles on the trading view on the SPY. So that's how I kind of piece it together. Man, we look like we on gas. The SPY, oh, we just turned around off something. We just turned around off something. What did we hit? We got up above that wick right there. We got up above that wick right there. Is that single wick gonna act like a rejection block? Cause you see how we popped down off of that? I expected us to at least gun for that that gap down without stopping. Hey man, I'm sorry, man. I ain't even looked at the chat to see what y'all talking about in the chat, man. Let me go in the chat. See what y'all talking about in the chat, man. What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking, chat? Appreciate that. PPI 8 forecasted 8.3, previous 8.5, core PPI 6. Oh yeah, then was good. And that's what I was talking about when I was like, I can anticipate the PPI being good because the CPI was good from that same time frame. But since my rules say don't get in nothing prior to, I couldn't get into nothing. But now looking at it in hindsight, that would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. You feel me? You feel me? Because I was like, hey, based off the CPI numbers we got last week, they was good. And during that same time, if it was good for us, more than likely it was good for the producers. And man, imagine getting into some 395 calls at yesterday's close when we closed at 395.12. Imagine getting in some 395 calls and them thing opening up today at 400. That's $5 in the money off rip. That's at least 500 per contract right there. $5 in the money. That's at least 500 per contract. If you got, you know what I'm saying, a short time frame. If you got, you know what I'm saying, for today. Because I was so tempted to get me some calls for today. For today. What y'all talking about? What's up, Laverne? What's going on, Cindy? Cindy, was that you I was trying to make all them typos too on YouTube? Do you mark the closing price on your chart, or is it I mark it? I move it every single day. I move it every single day. I don't know how to automate nothing in NinjaTrader. I move them lines every single day. So every day when like at 1600, I'll move this line. At 12 o'clock, I move that line. At 3 o'clock, I move that line. Well, I don't do it at that time. But when I get up with the old man bladder, like if I go to bed or if I don't come in here after 12, when I get up with the old man bladder at night, I come in here and I set the 12 o'clock line and I set the 3 o'clock line. I move it. Every single day. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. If y'all ain't got nothing, we'll go ahead and call it. If y'all don't have anything, stay alert, stay alive. I shared what PDAs I was watching. We seem to be holding well above those right now. So stay alert, stay alive. Be looking for day trades. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of where we are. We're in a nice premium for yesterday's range and the full overall range. We are in a premium. Pay attention to where we get to. I'm trying to see if this one single daily candle with this wick is going to try to act as a rejection block, which I don't foresee. I foresee the market at least trying to get to this full gap, because gaps are more of a magnet on price, but it seems to be like really struggling to get there. You know, so maybe it wants to take care of some of the gap work that we made on the news candle before making a move, like how we're right here on the 60-minute candle right here. We look like we got 22 minutes, but we potentially working on a fair value gap right here. And then remember, we still got this 60-minute breaker that we can still trade back down to and react off of. It doesn't have to be like just a rocket ship every day. Sometimes price action takes its time. You know, just like yesterday, we dilly-dallied most of the morning, and then like in the afternoon, we got a nice spike up and then a nice spike down, if that's a thing. Yeah, because you can spike a football. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just take its time. Everything ain't rocket, man. But I ain't fooling with you, Cooley. I ain't fooling with you. Not today. Not today. You welcome, Laverne. Can we get a video breakdown of the color and lines for PDA? Now you make your own. You make your own. My colors are anything with a green shade on. Well, it's different on different ones. It's different over here. It'll tell you what it is on TradingView, so I ain't worried about TradingView. But on Ninja Trader, anything with like a white background, that's on a daily level. With a green background, as far as the box, that's an hourly level. And with like a bluish color, that's a 4-hour level. And the daily, I think the daily, yeah, dailies is white. The weeklies are purple, and monthlies are like a salmon color. I rarely have monthly stuff on the Ninja Trader. So if it's got an orange outline, orange for order block. If it's got a red outline, that's like, you know what I'm saying, a gap or a volume imbalance, like a full gap or a volume imbalance, right? If it's got a purple dotted line around it, that purple dash around it, that's an order block. If it's got a yellow dotted around it, that's a mitigation block. Yeah, you make your own colors. Like them, just the colors that make sense in my mind. Make colors that make sense in your mind. Like, you know, I just done memorized these. I started out trying to do like orange for order block, and then like I was trying to find something to make breaker, but brown wasn't showing up. And I was like, man, so I just put purple for Barney, purple for Barney, Barney for breakers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just got to have stuff that makes sense in your mind. And then the mitigation block, I just picked yellow because it was new. And I'll be like, what's this weird? Oh, that's the new one. That's mitigation block. That's kind of stuff that I'll be doing to like trick my mind. But come up with your own color scheme. And you know what I'm saying? Just give it your own color scheme to make it make sense to you. I appreciate that, Otis. I appreciate that. And for anybody who just tuning in, speaking of the new videos that Otis talking about, I started doing a new series called ICT Concept Explained. And if you go to the link, the description down below, there's a link in the description right here. If you click on that link, it takes you to a playlist. The playlist has 8 videos. I'm breaking this first playlist is just the lingo, all ICT lingo, telling what the common lingo is, telling what the mitigation block is, breaker, liquidity void, fair value gap, order block, rejection block, swing high, swing low. It's telling you what they are in the way that I understand it. I give it to you exactly how ICT say it. I give it to you the way I understand it. The next series is gonna be finding all these in price action with their own videos. The next series is gonna be using all of these in a strategy with their own videos broke down separately. You know what I'm saying? So that you can look at what's a mitigation block, how to find it in price action, how to use it in a strategy. You just go to the 3 different playlists and look at the mitigation block video, and then you'll have the full puzzle. But right now, the only thing that's out is the lingo playlist. So have at it. I appreciate that, Tonio. Just remember, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He could possibly be asking your color scheme to know what he's looking at while following up. Look at here, learning chef pulling up with the you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why I went through and actually tried to explain what it was. You know what I'm saying? Cause I thought maybe he would be asking that, but you know what I'm saying, just in case. So he'll know what he's looking at while he's following along. But yeah, that's what it is. So purple for Barney for breaker, and then the inside color, white daily, this bluish color 4 hour, green 1 hour, and sometimes you'll see 15-minute on there where it's like a orangish color. Solid orange line, order block, same color scheme inside, white daily, bluish 4 hour, green 1 hour. Sometimes you might see a 10, a orange 15-minute. Red outline. It's gonna be a full gap or a volume imbalance. Now, I mean, yeah, volume imbalance or a full gap, right? White daily, blue 4 hour, green 1 hour. Sometimes you'll see a 15-minute of orange inside there. And then if the line, the dotted line to be the same color as the box, that's a fair value gap. So if you see like you see a blue box with a blue dotted line, or this white box, this blue box with a blue dotted line, this white box with a white dotted line, those are fair value gaps. If it's got a dotted line that's the same color as the inside, that's a fair value gap. In the same colors, white daily, blue 4 hour, green hourly, orange 15-minute. Hopefully that helped. Looking at all three indices seems to be setting up a nice rejection block on the hourly. Let's see how this play out. But we just kind of fitter-fattering around right now. Let's see how this play out after this hourly candle close in 15 minutes. We seem to be setting up a fair value gap on all three right now. Let's see how it play out. We getting back close down to the breaking structure on the ES. The Dow has taken the high. It just took the high. The ES took the high on the same candle. The NQ took the high on the 8 o'clock candle. And when I say the high, I'm talking about yesterday's high. NQ took yesterday's high on the 8 o'clock candle. And the Dow and the ES just took yesterday's high on the news candle. Look like, let's see. Yes, the news candle took out the high on the Dow and the ES. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it. Let me set my my 9:30 open, and then we're gonna call it. Because I'm a tad bit hungry. I do that with all my lines every day. I just move them. Then I check it. We opened at 9:30 at 40.2675. 40.2675. We pushed up to this order block, came back down pretty hard. We coming back down to this break. We got a hourly breaker. We got a 15-minute order block right around the mean threshold of that hourly breaker, which is right at equilibrium of the premium. Let's see how this play out. Coming back down to that breaker again. Mean threshold is right here around this 4,009 area. Then we got an order block right there at the mean threshold. And I mean the equilibrium of the premium is right there around the 4,009 area. And we got an order block, 15-minute order block sitting right there. We still got 12 minutes on this hourly candle. Unless we get all the way back down here, we will have an hourly fair value gap right there. Unless this hourly candle trade all the way back down here, which it don't look like it want to do, but you never know what can happen in 12 minutes. Man, my throat been messed up going out this crazy Georgia weather, man. It's raining. Now it's not even that cold. Like yesterday, it was like 38 degrees. And then today, it's not even cold, except it's raining. And when I was out there running yesterday, all that cold in my chest, like the old folks say, got all that cold in your chest, boy. Hey, we're going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to get me some cereal, watch some Country Wayne skits, and see if this market going to give me some kind of day trade today. If y'all going to trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take copious notes so you can study later on. I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the price action recap. Gone.